Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Nick Bulbasakos and I'm here once again with what? How are you doing?
I'm fine.
I've heard
I take a break now and I'm very fine.
Okay, you casted some games. Are you having fun right now? Like,
yeah, it was very interesting games. You know, we saw some good plays from players like Nathan or Sosi.
Okay.
I didn't see the previous game. I think
it was like a really long series. Like it was a best out of 5, and both players went 2 and 2 on before a winner was declared. So you guys really had your work cut out for you. We got
some spectated back also, and it was hard in some points. But I think we are very good now. Okay. And we are here to cast what match now?
We're here to cast. Actually, we're gonna have Inquisitor again, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, against Pneumonia, I think.
I guess he's gonna be against Pneumonia. And Inquisitor did very well for himself. He's actually done pretty well for himself during the whole Brawler series. Like Inquisitor,
he's a very consistent player.
Okay.
He's a very consistent player.
Yeah, I know. And there was a period that Inquisitor actually won like 2 to 3 Brawlers in events in a row. Like he won the LAN event and he won the online event, and then again I believe he reached the finals of another LAN event. So
next time top 4, yes, and after he go top 8.
Okay, yeah.
He has very good results at all.
Yeah, very consistent player from Order of Gul'dan.
Yeah, he's a teammate of mine.
Yeah,
and he's a guy that we practice a lot together.
Okay.
Not because we are teammates, but it's very fun to practice with Inquisitor. We have a lot of fun.
So you of course root for your guy, right? You want Inquisitor to win.
Pneumonia is also a friend, but I want Inquisitor to win.
Okay.
It's a revenge, not because it's my teammate.
Oh, it's a grad one, okay.
Yeah, because Pneumonia get me out of the tournament, you know.
Oh, okay. So you actually want Inquisitor to win?
Yes, I want Inquisitor to win. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Pneumonia just so that.
So we have.
One guy roots for his teammate. I root for the other guy.
Okay.
I also both really like. I really like how Pneumonia, prepares his deck for at least the Brawlers. It says I haven't watched him play any other tournaments, but he's really prepared. He actually, plays the meta, of course, and that's not really a bad thing. I mean, they're the best deck.
Why do not play the mainstream decks when they're the most powerful decks?
Yeah, of course.
There's no reason.
Okay, so we're gonna jump straight into the matchup, I think.
Yeah, I know Pneumonia's decks are. He has Face Hunter, he has mid-range Druid, he has, I think his last
mage,
deck
most
is,
likely.
Mech Mage.
Yeah, so consistent decks that are, fine-tuned, they're polished decks used by a lot of players, and while there are good decks, that also means that, your opponent knows how to counter you, but what your deck is trying to do is actually so powerful that most of the times it doesn't really matter if your opponent knows what you're playing. So
I know that Inquisitor has a very interesting Paladin deck. It's a Hilladin.
It's a Hilladin, so
yes.
We're gonna see Seal of Light, maybe multiple.
I don't really know if he plays Seal of Light, but he plays a lot of heals for sure.
Okay.
I think he plays 1 or 2 Guardian of Kings, something like that.
Does he play like double heal bot, double Guardian of Kings? Okay. We're gonna give players the go signs so they're ready, and we're gonna jump straight into the game as soon as we're ready. Okay, so what about this Hilladin deck? I mean, we saw Crobat TV in the previous games playing something like a Molten Giant version, heavy control version.
Yeah, I love that version with the Holy Rat inside.
Yeah. Is that this version or is that something more?
No, it's something more consistent. No, Molten Giant is good in Bardin, but they are not so much consistent.
Okay. So it's good if you draw it with like Holy Wrath or something. I'm not really sure the 5 mana spell that does damage equal to the mana of the card that you draw. Okay, what else? So
we see Druid against the Paladin for the opener.
Okay, so both players are gonna start the game, and it appears we have a back of some sorts. I'm not really sure. No, it's fine. So we have Druid versus Paladin, and this is a really hard matchup to evaluate. Like, how does a Druid measure against the Paladin? Like, who's winning? Who's favored in this matchup?
In this season, I think Paladin can go very good against Druid.
So you actually what cards is a Paladin looking to have in his opening hand?
Other the Skipper, Equality for sure to have the clear when he need it.
Okay.
A True Silver for sure, because True Silver is very good for the raids.
Okay, so maybe you trade a token plus a true silver champion for something.
Yeah, and after all that, he wants his big threats.
Okay, so we see Inquisitor having a Guardian of Kings in his hand and a heal bot. So as you mentioned, it's a Healadin.
Yeah.
So Pneumonia is going to be actually really pressed to set Inquisitor up into potential lethal with of course the combo Force of Nature Savage or classic Druid combo. And okay, how do you think this is gonna affect? I think the client backed on us. I'm not really sure.
Because we don't see. I think Pneumonia played the Belzer there.
It's actually, I really like the fact that they put a spectator mode. I just wish that they had put a little bit more thought into that. Like, okay, if the client doesn't have to bag, the client doesn't have to have a waiting screen or something. Like some small tweaks that could make the whole experience better.
Yeah, and I think they fixed some bugs in the previous parts, but there are still more of them. In many tournaments.
Yeah, and it's very troublesome in big tournaments. At least you cannot have the screen in the client timeout when you're in a crucial part of the game.
I see Inquisitor used his equality in the previous turn to clear the Belzer. So now he don't have a very good clear for the bigger threats after the Belzer.
Okay, so if you are Pneumonia right now and seeing how your opponent already used an equality, are you just gonna flood the board with big guys and just go face and
but I would like to see Shredder here and not actually Lotheb, because Lotheb is not so useful right now, because what do you want to cut from your opponent?
So it's like you want to set up a turn where you will be able to go in the combo.
Combo.
Okay, but Pneumonia seems to disagree, and he's gonna develop the Lotheb now, so he can potentially have a next turn where he goes 4-drop and maybe Wrath.
Passive.
Okay, so let's see. As
we can see, Inquisitor has a Lay on Hands, Guardian of Kings and Healbot in hand.
Okay, so he's not gonna die easily.
Yeah. Too much heal.
Do you know if Inquisitor plays Pyromancer?
I think he plays one.
He plays one Pyromancer.
But against the Druid, heal doesn't really matter, because Druid can burst you down from 25, 26 or 27 HP. It doesn't really matter.
So because the heal is not actually armor.
It's not armor, it's a heal.
Okay.
You can cap on 30 HP, and that's it.
Okay, do you like how Inquisitor, I believe Pneumonia is gonna trade Lotheb into the token and then go face with the Druid of the Claw. That way he stalls Sylvanas for a turn. Do you like that as an option?
I want to see you just face. Why do you trade the token?
Because then Sylvanas and the token can trade for the Druid of the Claw, whereas that way Sylvanas won't get through for another turn. So you
but you will kill Sylvanas with the Wrath after, and now.
Okay, so you go face, you get 4 damage, and then you Wrath Sylvanas.
You can clear Sylvanas very easily.
Okay, you can Wrath Sylvanas for 1, but I imagine Pneumonia is doing that because he wants to play a Nation of Lore next turn. Maybe that's his reasoning.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's a fair option.
Okay, Inquisitor is going to play Antique Healbot. He's going to go back to 30 HP. He's going to use an Iron Beak Call, and okay, that's not a really good turn actually. Do you Wrath swipe here?
I don't think so. I just play my lore, go face. Who's the aggro in this matchup?
Yeah, it's like I'm really sure that you can justify that, but I feel that every time you give Paladin the option to okay, here's the board. Deal with it, and he can actually deal with many of the boards that Druid can present. For example, if you do not trade right here, then what happens if he has maybe a True Silver Champion or Aldor Peacekeeper? And
it's just that I'm not afraid of the silenced Sylvanas. Sylvanas is silenced, and I'm not afraid of her.
So you are not afraid of a 5/5?
Yeah.
Okay, that seems legit.
And you already see your opponent use one equality.
Okay.
So it's hard because he didn't draw too much cards from his deck, so it's very hard to have the second equality in hand too.
Maybe can you make the assumption that since Inquisitor used equality so early that he has 2 in his hand and he was kind of more eager to use the first one in order to gain tempo?
Yeah. In some matchups, Paladin wants to use his equality just with his bodies, so he can win very easily. Like do equality with 2 tokens or 1 token to get out a very big threat in early game, especially against the Druid that gives an innervate for early
Okay,
threat.
so basically you trade Innovate for an equality.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And maybe Druid has very bad follow-ups after that.
Okay, that's right.
He give an all-in in one very big creature, and if you clear that, then he's very bad in the game.
Okay, so we see Pneumonia take a somewhat conservative approach and going for the board control actually. So he's making sure that Paladin has no minions on the board while he, develops a new minion, then a new minion and trades something and gets some damage through. So Pneumonia is going for the slow kill, let's say. And
let's see, I think Inquisitor has to develop his board right now.
Now, I need to ask you a question. If you're in Pneumonia, you have your opponent with a 3 durability weapon. Do you Hearthstone zones here, or do you wait for the true silver champion?
You wait because you can take very great tempo, drawing 3 cards. You are.
Okay, so you Hearthstone zones right now.
Actually, right now it's not necessary. But if it was, yeah, I will do it for sure. Because swipe is very good here also. If you do your second swipe,
okay,
yeah, it would be great there.
Okay, but you're basically drawing 3 cards and you get closer to the combo. So
yeah, and you have innervates. You can carry very good, very well.
Okay, yeah. That's
you can play Hearthstone and innervate a bigger minion after Hearthstone.
Okay, that's for sure.
Most of the decks play Hearthstone and a low threat in their turn, but the Druid can do.
You can play Hearthstone if you do like an Ancient of Lords.
Yeah, or innervate Dr. Boom. Yeah.
Okay, so right now what he's gonna do is play 5 drop, and do you trade with the tokens or go face right here?
I think I'm going face right here.
Okay,
just maybe trade 1 token with the Druid of the Claw and go face after.
Okay, so you're not afraid of a potential Quartermaster, you're not trading with Sludge Belcher?
Yeah, because if you kill 1 token, then Pneumonia has to give all his minions to clear the Belcher.
Okay, so he's going face with both of the guys, so really aggressive play by Pneumonia. And he's going to pass the turn to Inquisitor, who's going to draw another Master for Bubble. So Inquisitor is in a pretty tough spot right now, because even if he has to attack with Pilot Shredder and a token into Sludge Belcher and then Consecration, and still he's in a bad spot.
I think it's just game. How can Paladin clear all this? He has Savage. Pneumonia has Savage Roaring.
Yeah, and he has an Innovate, so actually what he can do next turn is...
Yeah, it's scenarios, buff his mobs, Innovate into Savage Roar.
Yeah, of course. Or he can even,
You can fight inequality and save you here. That's the only card that can save you actually.
Okay, he draws a Sludge Belcher, Ethereum, and a Dr. Boom. All these cards are a turn too late, so let's see if... No, not really. You can...
Let's see, maybe...
Okay, he can...
Pneumonia don't see this play.
Okay, Inquisitor well plays his opponent, so he's expecting to die on the following turn. And
just in the combo,
Okay, let's see how much damage he has. He has 14 damage with just the guys that he has, plus 6 from scenarios.
It's 20 plus 8, it's 28 damage.
Yeah, I guess it's lethal that way, if we're not counting. Yeah. Okay, so he's gonna Savage Roar, then Innovate.
Maybe he has lethal with Grove too. I didn't count that.
Okay, let me see. So yeah,
he has lethal with
okay, so he has lethal with Keeper of the Grove, yeah.
By the way, it's not necessary to hide your scenarios, because players play a conquest format, so your opponent will not see your Druid again.
Yeah, so you could just go for the more stylish finish, yeah. Okay, so the first game is gonna go to Pneumonia, who is gonna lead this series 1 against 0. What is Inquisitor gonna do next? Like, what's the perfect counter for that? Pneumonia can no longer use.
Yeah, I know that Pneumonia has a Mech Mage in the Face Hunter, and Inquisitor has Rogue. Maybe Rogue is the next option, but because he is playing a Hilladin, it's very good against Hunter.
Okay, so we're gonna see Inquisitor go with his Paladin again, and Pneumonia choosing his Hunter, which seems to be a Face Hunter, judging from that explosive trap that we're seeing his.
Some mid-range Hunters also play explosive.
Yeah, I would like to play an explosive trap, just for the sheer fact that you can actually get an easy win because your opponent thinks you're a mid-range hunter and doesn't play around explosive trap.
He goes just face and suddenly all of his board dies.
Yeah. Maybe he's like, okay, this is a freezing trap, and he makes a wrong attack, and then you just win the game. But in Pneumonia's case, this is obviously a face hunter.
Yeah, when you see this leopard gnome, you will understand.
Yeah, leopard gnome is now only playable in face hunter. We have
coin leopard, leopard coin leopard.
You know the guys from Thessaloniki, the Hearthstone.
Yeah.
I don't know. Wanted to make a team that was going to be called Leopard Coin Leopard.
Yeah. You know, it's.
We
just win the game.
Yeah, one of the best openings in the game, and let's see if Inquisitor can draw something to get him out of
it. Okay, he got a mini bot.
Yeah, the single mini bot, however, he's gonna take all that damage.
Yeah, he's gonna take 7 damage right now, and next turn...
Do you Haunted Creeper right here, or do you Glaive Zuka?
No, I think you have to Glaive Zuka there.
It's like, if you use Haunted Creeper and... You're not gonna get another weapon charge next turn. That's what baffles me. Like, if you use Glaive Zuka right now,
you have to play Glaive Zuka because you have 2 weapons in hand.
Yeah, it's like that's what I'm talking about. Like, if you use Animal Companion right now, okay, so next turn, if you have an Animal Companion, you can make it so that that even Leok is a good draw. So the man is gonna do just that, and he's gonna get a missile.
Yeah, I guess that's the point I want to say. Against the Paladin, you want the Misa, you know. Misa is very good.
It's very good against the Paladin.
Yeah, because she has to take 4 damage face tank because she has no other way. It's just True Silver to deal with her.
Okay, so we see True Silver in Inquisitor's hand, but maybe that doesn't mean anything. So he attacks face, then passes the turn back to Inquisitor, who's gonna use a True Silver Champion to take care of Misa,
And we also see Shield Master in Inquisitor's hand.
Let's see. Oh yeah, so he's running a more,
defensive.
Maybe.
Kind of Paladin.
I'm assuming.
And old school.
Yeah, I'm assuming the Shield Master is in place of. What's his name? Pilot Shredder. Yeah, so he replaced the Pilot Shredder.
I think Pilot Shredder is very heavy for Paladin. Okay. I don't really like that.
Okay, so right now you're on turn 4 and you're gonna probably go with Hero Power and the Glaive Zuka.
You see, now the problem is that he didn't play the Glaive Zuka in early game, and now he has 2 weapons. He will lose damage because one round he will need to wear the Eaglehorn bow.
Okay, so you need 1 round to equip the Eaglehorn bow. Can you Glaive Zuka? Can you Glaive Zuka right now and Hero Power, then go face? Then on the next turn you can Glaive Zuka, play 2 guys, and the Hero Power. Like, you still feel your curve because Dive Juggler plus Vorgin equals 3 mana, and you still feel your turn. Then you can start using your Eaglehorn bow.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, I told you that I don't like the game right now for 100. I think it's very hard because that Glaive Zuka on turn 2. It was so good.
He's gonna clear the board. He's gonna take out Alder Peacekeeper. No, he's gonna clear the whole board. That's actually really interesting, leaving himself vulnerable to a potential consecration turn from Inquisitor, but Inquisitor is not gonna have that turn. So
basically, he can Pyromancer with a
Master for
clear the board right now.
That's way too close to suicidal for me.
That's a way to play around the hounds.
Yeah, of course. Of course, that's a way to play around the hounds. Yeah. So right now, if you're Inquisitor, what do you think your opponent has in his hand? Like, okay, your opponent just made
a healbot maybe.
Okay.
I'm thinking about the healbot because I see he played too much heal inside.
Okay.
A Belcher maybe?
Belcher maybe, yeah, it's turn 5, the most standard play would be to play Sludge Belcher. However, Pneumonia is going to be facing a Senjin Sealmaster with no clear answer in his hand. He has to sacrifice his board.
Yeah, he talks like an animal companion.
This is a really nice. He can do a very neat trick. Like, he can attack first, then Glaive Zuka, and if Glaive Zuka buffs one of the spiders, he can actually trade without any further assistance. So.
But you still play Animal Companion here, right?
But not right now, because if you get a Mixar Leok and the buff goes there, then okay, yeah. If you get a Leok, you have to trade anyways.
But I would like to see Glaive Zuka here.
Yeah, I mean, he is dealing basically the same amount of damage if he uses the equipped weapon.
He can do 1 more damage if he buffs one of the Guardian or the remaining spider.
That's why I said you should Glaive Zuka first, because right now he had the chance to actually buff Leok, which could not attack over.
Yeah, and if the buff goes to Guardian, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, of course it doesn't matter, because you just attack Senju with Glaive Zuka, yeah. Okay, so right now Inquisitor is going to use his 3 Silver Champion to take care of Leok. He's going to play a Shielded
and he drew the Healbot.
Yeah,
that will be very good.
He's gonna play a Shielded Minibot and gonna keep Antique Healbot to his hand, and let's see if Pneumonia can take this game. Yeah. So how much damage does Pneumonia have right now? Look, he has 3 damage plus the hero power plus 3 damage plus the Glaive Zook, so he has 5.
You just play Glaive Zook and go phase right here, I think.
You keep the Juggler, you keep the Unleash.
It's the best combo of the deck.
Okay, so right now he's gonna go phase with everything, and he's gonna get in for a total of 8 points of damage this turn.
Because in this way you say to your opponent, if you have Healbot, you play it now.
Okay.
Or you lose the game.
Of course, and I still believe that even with Healbot...
Lane of Hands. That Healbot in Lane of Hands will be very heavy.
I guess
it's too much heal.
It's 11 health, and he doesn't make a token, that's very good. And let's see how much damage Pneumonia has, so... okay, that's really hard, like, it's 4 damage, the Glaive Zook plus the hero power, it's 4 damage. Then you have Arcane Golem plus Unleash the Hounds, which is another 6 damage. You're one of lethal, actually. Are you actually? Yeah, you're not one of lethal.
No, you're not one of lethal. You're 2 of lethal.
Why? Because you have 4 damage. That's the weapon and the hero power plus 6.
You don't have the mana to do everything.
Oh no, you can do just the Arcane Golem plus the dogs, but that.
Oh, just dogs and Arcane Golem are 6 damage and 2 for the weapon, 8 damage.
Yeah, and 2. You can do power. I'm sorry. Yeah, of course. Okay, so
the best damage you can do is play Jungler and the Arcane Golem and jungle the face. That's 9 damage. That's the
that's the most the most that you can do. Okay, so lay on hands for Inquisitor. He's gonna go back to 11 kills.
And I'm sure he will find the rest of his heals. Or Belzer is very good right here. And the
Quartermaster, no heals inside. So let's see how can
they will come from the top.
Okay, so Pneumonia, the first things first, he's gonna hero power, play an Eagle combo.
He drew an Eagle combo there.
Okay, and go face, so really hard matchup. Like, Inquisitor keeps healing, Pneumonia keeps pressing, and I do believe that whoever, succumbs first is gonna lose this match. So if Pneumonia draws a big, a burn spell like a kill command, he's gonna win this game. If Inquisitor
drew his Guardian of Kings here, or a second Healbot maybe.
Yeah, maybe a second Healbot, and that Belzer is actually really nice. Like, if you find a Belzer plus... Oh, there's no Belzer. There's just Belzer.
Yeah, just Belzer. And you play him now, right?
Yeah, you can play Belzer, and you do not master for battle right now. If you master for battle, since
you play Belzer and Shredder because you don't find any heals, so you go for the aggro version. Yeah,
you need to raise.
Yeah, you need bodies, so you can raise 100 right now.
Okay, so Belzer is going to be played, Pilot Shredder is going to be played, as you explained, and Healbot's going to go face, and that's
game for Pneumonia.
For Pneumonia, who's going to top deck a kill command, and deal, close to exactly lethal, but still, very nice top deck from Pneumonia. He's going to take that second game, and he's going to have a 2-0 lead, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so
no, you're
not. no, I'm not. So. 2 hard games for Inquisitor. What is
Face Hunter is a very powerful deck
for Conquest. I've heard so many players prefer that say, okay, Face Hunter is really nice in a Conquest format.
Yeah, a Warrior can counter very easily a Face Hunter, but actually
Warrior is a liability in Conquest.
In a tournament in Via Game qualifiers, I played Face Hunter against a Warrior, and I win him.
Okay, and you won.
Because he didn't have the answers, and the Face Hunter. Won.
It's like
just go face and I won. He can deal with a warrior sometimes too.
Okay, so if you have a nice hand, maybe the warrior doesn't have the answers. Yeah, okay.
If you don't have a weapon or a taskmaster for the early game, it's a very big problem.
Okay, so we're gonna have Pneumonia's last deck,
and he has a great curve.
I mean, it's gonna be.
Hello for sure.
It's gonna be Cogmaster into Mad Scientist, into Spider Tank, into.
You tinker down into mechanical.
This curve is actually really good. It's actually really good, and let's see if Inquisitor can find the necessary answers. Very crucial. Shielded Minibot. Shielded Minibot is actually the only mech that mech mates would like to have. Like, it has all the good mech cards apart from that Shielded Minibot. So
if Minibot was a mage card, I would uninstall Hearthstone.
Uninstall Hearthstone, yeah. So do you think that you can suicide scientist, or you just go face with everything?
You have to suicide scientist now because you have to prevent your opponent's raider or outdoor peacekeeper there.
Yeah, so you prevent him from going out of opponent's raider. And if he actually tries to, outdoor peacekeeper or something, then okay. So Inquisitor chooses to take the safe route and play a master for battle. So he's gonna go face, but that gets punished by Blast Mage. Let's see if no one
can find he found it from the top.
Okay, so Blast Mage is gonna shoot 3 times, take care of all apart from one. I mean, still a very, very nice and very neat top deck, but right now Inquisitor has to be thinking, okay, maybe this isn't my deck.
Yeah.
Okay, let me remind you that these guys are in the loser bracket and they are very close to getting to the big finals of the tournament. If I'm not mistaken, the finals have already been decided, like the winners finals.
Who's the winner right now?
The winners bracket, not yet. Okay, the winners bracket have not been decided yet.
Oh.
Okay, so back into the game, Inquisitor has pretty rough turn ahead of him because his opponent has a mirror entity.
That is a very huge problem.
Yeah, so even if you Aldo Peacekeeper or the Blast Mage, your opponent gets a 3-3 that he can, in turn use to either go face or trade with your guys. So, okay, you're gonna use equality here, okay. I don't see how delaying to play. Maybe, do you think Inquisitor is playing Zombie Chose?
Yeah, he played.
Yeah, he played one. So he's waiting for Zombie Chose.
Yeah,
right?
I think he played one, not 2. He plays just one zombie.
Okay, so he's gonna coin out the Alder Peacekeeper, and of course, Pneumonia is gonna have an Alder Peacekeeper of his own, and play is gonna shift back to Pneumonia, who is now gonna play. Okay, both Mechanical Yeti and the Mech Warper.
Yeah, we will have a very explosive turn here for the Mech Mates.
Yeah, you of course trade, so you want the Mech Warper to live longer. But do you actually play? Do you actually consider playing Mirror Entity?
Yeah. It was a very good second option.
Okay, so because right now your opponent can play a Sludge Belcher, but if you have an entity, I guess if your opponent plays a Belcher, you can deal with it with using.
Yeah, but because you have in hand your Tinker Town.
Okay.
It's 3 mana for sure for the next turn with the mirror entity, and maybe the Yeti is the last turn that can be played for 3 mana.
Okay, we get another Blast Mage, so I mean he's gonna keep that one in his hand, I guess.
Yeah, I mean it's not really great here.
No, he's gonna Blast Mage, okay, and Blast Mage is gonna miss both times.
To say the truth, I didn't really like.
I would have liked to see Tinker Town Technician plus Mirror Entity. Yeah. So let's see. Now he has to. He doesn't trade. Okay, he goes face.
In this.
Leaves his opponent with 9 life and passes the turn back.
Yeah, there's no reason to trade here. You put your opponent in a clock.
It's like your opponents play lots of healing. Okay.
No. Oh,
you get an explosive seed.
It's actually very good.
Okay, you're gonna use your Killbot, get back to 17, then pass the turn to Pneumonia, who finds the second Tinker Town.
You play the double Tinker Town here, or just one and the mirror entity?
The thing is, if you Tinker Town and you get Coolant, you can actually stop the explosive ship from going off, I guess, exploding.
But actually, it's not very big damage for the board right now.
You can actually go face.
But you don't know. Maybe your opponent has a second consecration.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that you want to use your mirror entity this turn because next turn your opponent.
Yeah, it's the big turn.
Yeah, it's going to be able to play either Dr. Boom or he's playing Garden here. So so you want to use your team.
Or for a Belcher, it's the same. Maybe it's play Belcher with the token. It's
of course.
It's the same thing.
Okay, so you want to play Tinker Town Technician first, see what you get, and you most preferably want to play the one drawn this turn, just to bluff something like, okay, maybe I have an Antonidas in my hand.
You can clear the board right now too. I mean, killing the ship and ping the.
Yeah, but that would leave the Mech Warper vulnerable.
Yeah, but you don't care about the Mech Warper, right?
Okay, so he's gonna clear the board, and that means that he's gonna play both.
Oh, you have the Coolant.
No, okay, he's gonna play Mirror Entity, so he's setting up for a huge turn where his opponent plays a guy, then he gets it as well, and he then goes off. Actually, no, I really like this.
Coolant is very OP. You don't.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I streamed, and my opponent. I was streaming, and my opponent had like double coolant, and I'm like, I cannot win this game because of that. It's like when your opponent gets undenied and he has
it's the best part.
stealth.
It's the best part actually, because stealth is
it's very situational.
Yeah,
it's very situational. Yeah, but whereas coolant is gonna be, it's gonna be good, very good most of the times. Like you freeze something, you prevent damage, and it's actually free most of the time.
Do you consider to play passive with Quartermaster here, just for the presence?
I mean it's an option. Like your opponent's gonna get a 5.
Yeah, because Quartermaster is the most weak minion you can give.
But on the flip side, your opponent is getting like 10 damage on board. Yeah, so a single fireball kills you with that. That being said,
but giving a boom is the same thing,
If you give him a Guardian of Kings, then it's bad because you basically die to the same things, if I'm not mistaken. So both players are gonna get Guardian of Kings thanks to Mirror Entity and
thanks to Coolant, Pneumonia will have the answer right now.
It's like that's why Coolant is so good compared to the other spare parts. Right now, you're just hitting your opponent for an extremely huge amount of damage, and your opponent cannot respond to that. So
actually, that was a misplay, I think, because you can take 1 damage first from the spare part.
You can take the Wielding Blades. Okay, of course, armor plating on the Yeti, making sure that the Yeti is not going to die to consecration, and I believe Inquisitor. I'm not really sure what Inquisitor can do.
Nick, actually, I don't like spare parts.
You don't like spare parts as a mechanic,
Yeah, I don't like them at all.
It's like
I don't like the 6 different spare parts. Maybe 2 and not.
No, it's like maybe each minion gave a specific spare part. Like Yeti gave a Wielding Blade. Maybe Tinkertown gave a stealth spare part. Okay, so Lay on Hands is gonna be used on Inquisitor, and I'm guessing Inquisitor is.
Pneumonia has lethal on board.
It's dead on board. Yeah, doesn't matter. Okay, so Pneumonia is gonna take this series 3-0.
No, 3-0, 2-0. Oh, 3-0. Yeah, you're right.
It's a sweep, I mean. Okay, and welcome back, guys. I'm Nick Bulbasakos here with what a game. I mean, if I was Inquisitor, I was gonna shake my opponent's hand. It's like
it was very good, but I didn't like the fact that he played. He just played Paladin.
Maybe you would have preferred it if he led with a
maybe
Druid,
maybe Druid or Rogue. Because Rogue is very explosive. He can win face hunter and make baits.
Okay, so he can win. Yeah, of course. I guess different lines. Maybe Inquisitor thought something, something else when he.
You have to come with this at the point, right?
Okay, maybe.
You have to win with Paladin. So.
Why start with that? Yeah, okay. Okay, so guys, if you just tuned in right now, I'm Nick Bulbasakos, he's Yannis
Papadikolas,
last from Older of Gul'dan, our co-caster for today. I hope you're enjoying the show. This is the 12 Athens LAN Brawler scene. This is a Hearthstone Cup, so we award points for the 2015 Hearthstone World Championship. If you want to participate in one of our events, we have many more coming. We have LAN events as well as online events.
And don't forget to thank Razor's Gaming for that.
Okay, thank you very much. I mean, we're trying.
I will say that every time.
That's really good. I mean, we're trying our best to bring the Greek Hearthstone community, the platform that they, the tournament that they need, the scene that they need, create a Greek Hearthstone scene. And we've seen many players actually excel and, playing bigger tournaments. Like I know Dehler played in the Pinnacle Cup, Buddy's going to participate in the Vi Game House Cup, and Marzito was a part of the DreamHack winter.
Logan previous year in the Vi Game.
Yeah, he was in the Vi Game Cup as well, and
Hawkeye on
ESL versus China.
I think Hawkeye flies today for China.
Okay, so good luck to Hawkeye, of course. Good luck to Buddy, who's going to be participating in the Vi Game.
Good luck to every Greek player.
I mean, and what is important is actually that all these players gain a lot of experience by just playing in those brawlers in tournaments, those local tournaments that they have, because when you go abroad and
we know that every player belongs to a team, but all players are Greeks.
Yeah,
right?
no, yeah.
We want those Greeks to win.
I mean, I always want Greece to perform well at any given game. So,
yeah, me too. Especially in card games.
Yeah, especially in card games, because I think I'm more involved in card games, so I see how the players have struggled to reach a certain point. So yeah, so good luck to all the guys. If you want to play in more tournaments or just check out our stuff, make sure to head to razorsedgegaming.gr. We have many more brawlers in tournaments, either LAN or online tournaments. Make sure to favor, like and subscribe on YouTube, Twitch and Facebook channel. And yeah, we're gonna take a small break and come back with the next feature match. So stay tuned. We will be back in a few minutes with more Hearthstone. Okay, guys, welcome back. I'm Nick Dastonki Babasakos alongside once again with.
I think people know me now.
Okay, I'm just gonna call you Quad. Everybody
Yeah.
likes you. So we're here with the winner brackets final. So this is the first semi-final. We have Genji Kupaturba versus.
Joker.
Okay, so as you said before, Joker is a player who keeps getting better
Yeah.
at this game. And have you actually followed Joker's progress all along? Like,
Yeah, only this month. I see him got into Legend very fast. Like
Okay,
the
so-
second day of the season, and I see him lately being in the very high ranks of Legend, like 92 or something like. He's on top 100.
top 100 legend. Okay, so right now what's gonna happen is both players are gonna start the game, and let's see. I think the client didn't back on us, so we see some Hero Protector from Joker, and he passes the turn back to Kupatropa, who doesn't really have the best of hands, like has a fair speed, but that's just it, I guess.
Yeah, and Joker from the other side doesn't have a great hand. He has a turn 3 shade, but no innervates, no wild growths right now. He has a rat, but maybe it's too useful.
Okay, so he's gonna play the Feral Spirit. He's gonna pass the turn back to Joker, who right now has a lot of options. He can use the Shade of Naxxramas, he can coin out potential. Do you like wrathing and coin out hero power in order to take care of the wolves?
Yeah, you can clear the wolves right now because next turn it's an overload turn for the summon. So
Okay, so he can only roll it
yeah,
on. Yeah.
You can develop the shade the next turn or maybe the Kazan stick.
Okay, so right now what Joker is gonna do, he's gonna leave a wolf and pass the turn back to his opponent, who has no other option than just roll it
Just
on.
hero power, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But you can trick your opponent a bit,
Okay, so
just making him think that maybe you have a Caracal or something like that.
okay, so he's gonna attack face and pass the turn back to Joker, who's gonna draw Loatheb.
And he grab a totem taunt again.
Okay, so he's gonna play a Shade of Naxxramas and attack the Stoneclaw Totem with the Sun Fury Protector once again, pass the turn back to Kupaturba, who right now
Roguewitter, it's a very decent draw here.
you do not actually want to use Lightning Storm right here. Like, if
I
the
think you
Shade,
do.
if the Shade gets too big, then maybe it gets out of control. I'm not really sure. So let's see what's gonna happen right now.
I think you can use Lightning Storm right now.
Okay, but if you use Lightning Storm, then you risk, your next turn by not
You have a Hex, so you can challenge whatever come.
Okay, so if your opponent plays a big guy, you just
Yeah.
Hex instead of using Fire Elemental. Okay, that's actually perfectly solid. That I think about it. So that's what Kupatropa is thinking right now. Now,
Especially with the healing totem, it's very good.
because no matter what
your
you roll
will
on,
be 2/2, so it's very good.
so you can actually make a trade and your opponent cannot answer back. So yeah, he's gonna roll a 2 on the Sun Fury Protector, and however the totem is gonna heal his wolf up to 2 health. So no free kill for Joker with his hero power. So right now Joker has the option of either playing Druid of the Claw or
In taunt or charge mode, I think that charge is better because
Yeah.
you can take the wolf.
and your opponent's overloaded. So
Yeah, you can kill the wolf and have the body. So if your opponent wants to use his rock biter or a caracal to kill a druid of the claw, he will spend resources. He will spend maybe some mana for the next turn.
yeah, and an important removal as well. So let's see if Joker wants to do that. So what's gonna happen?
Because Lotheb is not actually very good right now because your opponent just used the lightning storm, so
Okay,
maybe
yeah.
he don't have a second spell for the next turn.
So right now what's gonna happen is Joker is gonna play whether he should play the Druid of the Claw or not. So right now, I mean, you have to think if you want to play it in the taunt mode. I guess there are merits into playing the Druid as a taunt. So no, he's gonna play the Druid as a cat.
I like that move too.
Okay, so right now, obviously, you're gonna use a Rock Biter weapon. My question is, do you actually spawn a totem, or do you play a Haunted Creeper right now?
Creeper is it's a very good body for a summon because he can do many things with that. He can flame tongue the haunted creepers. He
Okay.
can Argus. the little spiders. He can give a rock beater in the haunted creeper and a good rate without taking too much damage face. It's a very efficient mob for summon.
Okay, so you like creeper instead of a totem, right?
Yeah. I think I totem and creeper too. I don't even kill the druid of the claw right now.
Okay, so
you can take 4 damage.
Okay, let's see right now. Scuba Trooper is most likely gonna play a haunted creeper, it seems, and use rock biter weapon. Do you take that damage to the face, or do you use a totem?
Healing totem. It's a very good totem against the druid.
Because you obviously you deny the druid any free kills with his hero power. Okay.
Yeah, or his swipe.
Yeah, you deny him a very good turn with swipe. So yeah, Scuba Trooper is gonna rock biter his own face, then trade with.
And we see it yet.
Druid of the Claw, and yeah, we see it.
Long time ago.
Okay, yeah, so coin's gonna be used, Dr. Boom is gonna be played, and Joker is gonna pass the turn to Scuba Trooper, who is gonna draw
an Azure Drake.
Do you actually think you can take a turn off and maybe hex the, maybe hex Dr. Boom?
Yeah, you can. First of all, you Argus the spider in your totem, and you trade the bombs, and then you hex Dr. Boom.
Okay, so
because if you don't, with a hex, you can't do. You can make the trades actually.
Okay, so let's see. Scuba Trooper is gonna do that and actually use hex on Dr. Boom. Okay, that's an interesting play. So right now he's gonna take care of the frog and then take care of one of the bombs, and the bomb is actually gonna kill the totem. That's huge, I guess.
That's what I told you. Why do hex first?
Yeah, why hex first? Yeah, okay, of course. So Ace in the Brawler is gonna be used
for draw.
Yeah, to draw 2 cards, and then okay, yes, Joker is gonna pass the turn with no innervate inside for an extra play. And
actually, we see a very good draw here for Scuba Trooper, because Azure Drake in combination with Crackle maybe can kill this lore and give you the board back.
Can you actually roll a totem and fire elemental the Ancient of Lore and maybe trade it with one of your guys?
I want you think to cycle your deck more with an Azure Drake. Why not, right?
I mean, yeah, you can surely go for the Azure Drake route, but I guess Fire Elemental is a difficult threat for Druid to deal with, especially if you have it on. Yeah, I like this play actually.
Yeah, but you still lose a minion you have on board.
Okay, so the bomb is gonna kill the spider 2 turns.
And that's okay, I think.
Okay, yeah, that's okay. What's the only way you get punished? I guess Swipe can.
Swipe, yeah.
Yeah, Swipe can punish you.
Especially now.
Swipe can definitely punish you. So.
Swipe is great actually here.
Okay, so right now what's gonna happen is Jockey has a swipe in his hand. Let's see if he opts to use that, or if he deems his opponent's threats, not a valid swipe target, and then okay, so yeah, he's actually gonna play Loath at this turn and hero power and kill one of the guys. So from Joker's perspective, a single fire elemental cannot be, that hard to beat.
Yeah.
So he doesn't want to spend his whole turn plus take 6 damage to the face in order to deal with Scuba Trooper's board. However, being that greedy is fine. Now, what is apparently not fine is the fact that Scuba Trooper will be able to play both the Drake plus the Manatite Totem if he so wishes to.
And he can draw too much of his deck right now.
And yeah, the bad thing is that every draw gets him closer to another orc by the weapon, and he can have a lot of burst potential.
Doomhammer.
Yeah, does he play Doomhammer?
I don't really know, but I think he will play one, right?
And most likely, I guess you may justify not running Doomhammer in a tournament setting where every player is gonna, have Hearthstone zones. So
yeah, right. But most of the times, you were Doomhammer in the round, you have the lethal.
Yeah. So you keep Doomhammer in your hand. So I guess maybe Alakir is better in that sense, like.
And Doomhammer is not very bad against Hearthstone zones every time, because if the game goes to fatigue,
okay,
you can play Doomhammer and
actually force your opponent to Baron cards if he uses Hearthstone.
Or lock the Hearthstone in his hand. He can't play.
Yeah, I've had this situation come up with Jarax. Like my opponent waited until my hand was almost full, and then he played Jarax and I could do Hearthstone zones. So we're gonna have a pretty huge swipe right now for Joker, who is gonna go ahead and actually clear all of Scuba Trooper's board.
But we still have the totem, and he will draw more cards, huh?
I mean, every single turn that the Mana Tide Totem leaves actually is a pretty crucial turn. So we're gonna have a crackle. Let's see if we.
It is 3.
Okay, it's a six one. Okay, every time you're like, okay, I'm not there to crackle unless it hits a 6, and then your opponent gets a 6, and it's actually a 2 mana fireball. Tossly by. Okay, so do you have any clue how can Joker use Tossly to his advantage? Other than the fact that Tossly has a nice body.
Maybe you can take a horn and taunt something and Black Knight it. Whirling Blade something and BGH that.
Maybe you actually increase the.
You can rewind a grove or something like a Azure Drake to draw, or a Kezan Mystic or a Lore.
Yeah, okay, and I guess you can actually.
You can stealth a minion to make a greater combo lethal.
You can actually use the Whirling Blades power part to increase the combo from 14 to 15. So, So yeah, I guess it's not that.
It's not a bad card actually.
It's not a bad card, yeah, of course.
And doesn't really have a good 6 drops.
So yeah, right now what we're gonna see is Koopa Troopa trying his luck again with a totemic call, and he's gonna get a health. Totem, and he has a very difficult decision ahead of him, because if he lightning storms if he lightning storms, then I guess he has to use his rock bite.
But let's see, that healing totem is very good, because we can see the swipe in Joker's hand, and because the healing totem will heal the totem right now, will not be killed by the swipe.
Okay, so right now what's gonna happen is the lightning storm is gonna fail. So Koopa Troopa will.
Do you play Crackle here?
I guess you do, because it makes your Unbound Elementum larger. It makes it a 5/7. It's actually really hard for Druid. I mean, how easy it is for Druid to deal with Doomguard. That's how easy.
But he can just silence it.
Yeah, I know. Okay, that's valid.
Do you rock biter to kill?
Do you trade here? Just slam the F elemental.
You trade because you have a healing totem on board. That's why. That's the only reason.
And it is, as you said, like the fact that the Mana Tide Totem is at 2 health prevents swipe from killing it. So if your opponent wants to clear, then he actually has to use Force of Nature.
We'll see Tosley come down here or Sylvanas. I prefer Tosley better. Okay. So you can bait the second hex.
So we will see swipe being used, but okay, let's not rush things. Let's see what else Joker can play. I mean, you can. He's gonna use Tosley.
Yeah, you can also play the Force of Nature, I think, and clear the whole board now.
Yeah, but that leaves you out of any potential combo in the following turn.
Yeah, but it's not very easy for Druid to put the bodies on board too.
Yeah, of course. Now, do you hex Tosley? I guess you do, right?
Yeah, of course. It's a very good body. 5/7. It's like a Doomguard.
Yeah, of course, it's like a Doomguard. Like. There are many guys in this game that are like a Doomguard.
Yeah.
Okay, so Hex is gonna be used, then Flame Tongue is gonna come out and
look how much work that healing totem does.
Yeah, and you said before that if you have a healing totem, it's gonna prevent swipe from getting used.
Yeah, and trade with hero power. It's great. It's great against Druid, I think.
Okay, so
we see Nebulon come by the Mana Tide Totem and Lord Draw from the Joker side.
Okay, so Joker right now is gonna use an Innovate, get the Druid of the Claw out.
In taunt mode, I think.
Right? Yeah, he's gonna taunt that. Okay, yeah, he's gonna taunt that and pass the turn back. And we see a huge taunt by Koopa Troopa by Black Knight, and he couldn't ask for a better target. So what's gonna happen right now is does he have lethal? No, he has no silence effect. Yeah. So we're gonna see Black Knight come down for Koopa Troopa. And
Black Knight, maybe a rock biter in the taunt totem to kill a Laurel too, and then just go face all day.
Face all day, yeah. It's a very valid strategy if you're.
Do you play Black Knight?
You can actually do something else
near the flame tongue, or you put it in the right side.
Yeah, I want to put the Black Knight next to the next to the Mana Tide Totem, I guess. So he's gonna play the Black Knight.
Yeah, but it was a bad placement because your totem spawned from the right side. Yeah.
Okay, so right now he can choose whether he wants to roll another totem. I would most likely.
He could easily put the Black Knight between Mana Tide Totem and the.
Yeah, what I would do.
And the Claw Totem.
Okay, what I would do would be kill the totem, then spawn another totem, so that I have a 50-50 chance for it to be Taunt Totem, then go for it. So we're gonna.
Yeah, then he didn't use Rock Biter right now because he wants a very explosive turn with Alaki Rock Biter near Flame Tongue.
Okay, so right
I think
now,
that gives him lethal next turn.
Yeah, it's gonna be lethal. If your opponent doesn't have it on, then most likely it's gonna be lethal. Let's see, Joker, who's gonna play Sylvanas, Hero Power, and try to.
And they want Savage Roar to kill Flame Tongue? No.
No, he's gonna just set for a Force of Nature turn, I guess.
Okay, let's see. We have 8 damage here and 3, 6, 8, 8, 16. We have 22 damage from the summon side, or not?
Okay, let us see. So it's gonna go phase with everything. Then Alakir is gonna be placed next to the Flame Tongue, so that's 10 damage plus 6 damage. Yeah,
22 damage. It's lethal.
Yeah, it's 16 damage from Alakir, so it's lethal. And Koopa Troopa takes the first game. So Joker got a little greedy, but it was good that he got greedy. Like, he didn't want to swipe a board that has a fundamental plus 2 tokens, and that's acceptable actually. Because he was like, okay, I'm gonna play Lothar.
Yeah,
and
maybe
would be forced to play.
Yeah, maybe that turn 3 Storm was very good to clear the shade.
Yeah, it was very fortunate.
Yeah, because said maybe it's against the Shaman you never get your shade out of stealth, and you can just gather the combo and give him a very big lethal in the late game. Just with the shade.
Yeah, because if you ever reveal the shade, you can just
it will be something like a 9-9.
Yeah, of course. So we're gonna see Rogue against Koopa Troopa's Handlock, it seems. Do you know if he plays Demon Lock or Handlock?
I think it's Handlock to be.
Okay. We haven't seen many players use Handlock anymore, so.
Lately in the last online tournaments, I have seen some of the Ginfinity not via game the Kinguin. Many players used Handlock again in the tournaments.
So Handlock is coming back. Right?
Yeah, Handlock is coming back because it has a very good matchup with Thunder.
Okay,
maybe it's a very good deck to beat Thunder these days.
Okay, yeah, put in Grimoire. Like, if you know how to mulligan against Thunder, then I find the game to be pretty easy because you play lots of heal and you have big tones. So yeah.
I know that Joker is a very good rogue player. We have met in a tournament before, and he played weird stuff like Alex Traza in his rogue deck.
I think this was used long ago, right? Alex
Rogue actually. Tare played that first in the Blizzcon tournament.
Okay.
He got Alex Traza in combo with Leroy on 5 mana.
Actually, I guess it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was in the Sunshine Open. The winner of the Sunshine Open actually used that combo, like Alex Traza in his.
I don't really remember. I remember Tare used that in the American Blizzcon qualifiers.
Okay.
To be true.
Okay, so Koopa Troopa is gonna live tap and he's gonna most likely Mortal Coil, yeah. And what Koopa Troopa needs is I don't know if he plays Mountain Giants, most likely he does, but what he's gonna play next turn is obviously Drake.
He's okay. He already have a big threat for turn 4.
Okay.
And most of the times the Drake is the threat you want to see against the Rogue because if the Giant gets sapped, then you don't have very good turns in mana care after because you can sub the Giant and next turn kill him with a backstab and eviscerate, but Drake, because it has 10 HP, it's very hard to kill him.
Okay, so yeah, so right now he's gonna follow what logic demands, and he's gonna play Drake. It's a 4/10. It's almost an Ancient War for 4 mana, so that's He
can be more strong than Ancient War actually with an Argus.
Okay, yeah, he's more than an Ancient War. So this is gonna get sapped and
he would burn the card right now.
Let's see what he burns. He burns a Mortal Coil. He doesn't really care about Mortal Coil. So
Drake, I think do you coin out an Ancient Water here? I think
you do. Like, you can keep the coin and maybe play Dr. Bolt next turn, but I guess that you need a target in order to, if your opponent plays an Azure Drake, then you need to have a target to Shadow Flame actually. So maybe it is correct to coin out an Ancient Watcher. Okay, and the difficult part about Rogue is that without having a huge turn where you go prep sprint on turn 4,
a turn that actually Joker has right now. He has a prep sprint and gadgets on.
He found the gadgets, okay, and he's gonna begin the cycle. But
yeah, I love the fact that Joker has a Eviscerate and Assassin's Blade in hand, because that means that he will go for a very big turn with Assassin's Blade and Deadly Poison to a great Blade Flurry that can kill 2 or 3 giants.
Yeah, of course. And what is actually really surprising is that right now Handlock can lose to Rogue if Rogue gets, the turn that you described, the huge Blade Flare.
Yeah, because Oil, it's a very great weapon booster.
Yeah, of course. And it's like Oil is like a fireball, like it deals a total of 6 damage if you manage to combo
he can deal a total of 9 damage if we think about the buff that gives in a minion. It's 3 on a minion, 3 in weapon, and
plus the Blade Flare.
Yeah, plus the Blade Flare in the same round.
Right, so it's like you're playing your own fireball, and we're gonna see prep and a sprint for.
And we see a great hand from Joker right now, right? He has an Assassin's Blade with Deadly Poison and Oil.
Yeah, and the huge thing is that Assassin's Blade. Now, do you coin out the Belcher? I think you do, right?
Not actually. You don't need that. You just tap to gather more cards in hand, and you want to come closer to these Molten Giants.
Okay.
Because in later
you do not actually want to die with the Molten Giants
in your hand. Yeah, right. Okay. Can I give a win to the Rogue right now?
Okay, so he's gonna use Assassin's Blade, poison the blade, then sap the giant, and most likely, do you actually kill the Ancient Watcher, or do you just go face?
No, you don't kill Ancient Watcher. There's no meaning in that.
Okay, so he just goes face.
Yeah.
And he bursts yet another card, and this time it's a useful one.
It was Defender of Argus, and I didn't like the fact that Joker used the second sub here, because we can see his hand has a lot of burst, and maybe you will need that sub to bypass
maybe a huge stone, maybe double Molten Giant.
Yeah, it wasn't necessary. You can take 8 damage in face when you're so high, right?
Yeah, I mean, you sure can, and the thing is that, Joker plays Dr. Boom, and
because in the end you will take that 8 damage.
Okay, yeah, of course. So right now, if you're Koopa Troopa, do you want to Shadow Flame, or do you actually, go, okay, Big Game Hunter, your Dr. Boom, maybe trade the slime for a bomb, and then
actually, it's not necessary to Shadow Flame there, because you have a Big Game Hunter in hand.
Can you coin out the Dr. Boom, then Big Game Hunter?
No. Koopa Troopa has a great turn there. He can just load them and Big Game Hunter on the Dr. Boom and just go face.
Okay, and so he deals 9 points of damage. Oh no, he's gonna trade the bombs. Let's see how this goes.
I don't like the fact. Recently, I have a talk with Deathlord about this. Deathlord told me that he don't like the players to trade bombs.
So he would much prefer that your opponent.
Yeah, because your opponent always has the fears in his turn to trade the bombs.
Okay, so let's see if he follows your advice and goes for the Lothar plus Big Game Hunter turn, and you actually get to keep the coin with Jaraxxus, so you can make an Infernal the same turn you play Jaraxxus.
Maybe you play Jaraxxus and coin some Fury.
Yeah, of course.
So you will be safe.
So right now Blade Flurry costs 9 and
7.
7, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but it doesn't kill anything. It kills. It doesn't kill the giant. That's the main problem.
Do you actually attack phase, then Blade Flurry, then maybe try to get lucky with a bomb against the giant, like deal the final 2 points of damage to the giant?
You're doing that for sure, because you want your opponent being low health.
Okay.
Your only win condition right now is just to burst his face and not to get the board.
Okay.
Rogue never can get the board from the handlock, I think.
Okay, so let's see right now, as Joker is gonna think long and hard whether he wants to spend this turn using the Blade Flare for 7 mana, So he's gonna use the bomb is gonna explode on Ace and Water.
If that 3 damage was on Giant, it would be so fucking great. I think.
I mean, yeah, I'm not really sure what Joker is trying to do, so let's see.
He will
gonna damage the Giant, but he's gonna take 8 doing so in the process.
Yeah, but that was a good play because actually you leave him in 13 HP, so the Molten Giant costs 3 mana, and you can't Molten and Jaraxxus in the same turn.
Okay, that's a fair point, but you know your opponent has spent 2 subs, right?
Yeah, you know that, but he only spent 1 Blade Flurry, and you know that Roxer runs oil too. You know that he maybe have a second
what's the maximum damage? Like, can he get away this turn if he doesn't use the
your opponent see an Argus burnt from your deck. He also killed already Belcher. So the remaining stones are 2 Sun Furies and 1 more Belcher, right? So you will bet on that.
Okay.
And say that my opponent maybe doesn't have a second Belcher.
Okay, so right now, what we see Sabotage from Joker. So
actually, I knew that he ran Sabotage because I see the decklist before. Sabotage, it's a great card.
Okay. So
I asked him and he say that it's the only card to win Warrior those days.
You can beat Warrior with it. So right now Joker has, let's see how much damage he got. He needs a way to combo the Tinker Oil, so he's gonna start with Fan of Knives. He's thinking about starting with Fan of Knives. He's gonna use Azure Drake this turn, draw a card, then he's gonna find
Azure Drake, trade Healing What and go for the 50-50 Sabotage?
Maybe, I guess, yeah. That's one way to go about it. The other way is using Eviscerate on a Molten Giant and trading the Giant with a Farseer. And playing a huge Von Cleave. Let's see, this is gonna be
a 6/6.
A 6/6, so it's just under BG8's range, but but top decks. Ragnar is the Fire Lord, and let's see if he can clear the board actually. You know what he can do is so he uses Jaraxxus.
Why he said well played here?
He's gonna go face and. Of course.
He can silence his Vulture.
Okay, he's gonna silence his own Ancient Vulture and he's gonna go face, and Koopa Troopa is gonna take the second game
in a row. So yeah, pretty good play by both players. Like, I like the fact that Joker, actually is a tad bit greedy, but he doesn't seem to get lucky with that. Like, he wants to get maximum value out of his cards, and I believe that in the situations that we've seen so far, it's right to do so. I'm sure about that because you have to bet sometimes.
Of course.
You can't always play safe. Okay, and we come in this matchup.
So we have Koopa Troopa with the Warrior, which is actually one of Rogue's worst matchups.
It's the worst matchup. It's unbeatable, I think.
Okay, so
because you have to do 70 damage with the armor.
Yeah, I mean the thing is that as a rogue you have a finite amount of damage, and the fact that Warrior can get above set health makes it so difficult to actually finish.
Because Rogue has something like 60 damage in his deck, nothing more.
Okay.
He can deal 60 damage and that's it.
16 damage, you mean? Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And
60, he can deal his whole deck can deal
okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. And we see an Iron Juggernaut in Koopa Troopa's hand. So
actually, I love Koopa Troopa right now. That plays Juggernaut. Juggernaut's a great.
Do you like Juggernaut?
Yeah, I like it a lot.
The thing is, with against a class that throws so many cards like Rogue, he would be afraid that
he will maybe he can kill himself. In the draw, just die.
Okay, yeah, maybe you draw a card and then you just die. So right now,
it's also very good if the game goes to fatigue sometimes.
Okay, so right now Joker is gonna equip a weapon and pass the turn back to Koopa Troopa, who is gonna find nothing to do on his turn and maybe armor up. One thing to notice is that Joker is playing Dr. Boom in his deck.
Dr. Boom, Alexstrasza, Van Cleef, Lotheb.
So he has a little bit of more. He has more than just the combo.
Yeah.
Like, so maybe this matchup will be played in a different light. So we see prop sprint on turn 4 by Joker, who's gonna draw 4 face cards and maybe he doesn't find another prep. So not that he would have used it. I'm not really sure. Yeah, he wouldn't have used the second prep even if he found one. So I'm actually thinking that he's gonna pass the turn to
I think that.
That's a really good Harrison Jones. Right now, Koopa Troopa must be thinking, okay, what if my opponent had an Assassin's Blade? Yeah.
Listen, we saw an Assassin's Blade, right? I really don't like Harrison here.
The thing is, what other plays do you have?
You just wear your weapon, go face. You can deal with the next threat and just wait it. As the set of the warrior, you can just wait.
Okay, so he's gonna draw the double free war axe and pass the turn back.
Yeah, because Rogue can't actually threat you with something.
Threaten you? Okay, yeah, of course. And let's see right now, as Rogue will. The thing is that Rogue has so few monsters compared to other classes. Other decks, all Rogue. So that makes it actually very hard for those baddies to stick, because Warrior is built in such a way that he can deal with multiple threats. Whereas Rogue only has a few threats, like your Azure Drake gets perfectly countered by the Death Bite in your opponent's deck. Yeah. All the Farseers and the SI agents get countered by the Axe.
You can kill the Azure Drake with the Death Bite, and after that you can kill a Violet Teacher with the
the same Death Bite.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if your opponent has gotten Violet with the Death Bite, you're still gonna get all the tokens with the Whirlwind effect. Okay, so we're gonna say Farseer and Eviscerate on Harrison Jones, and I believe that's actually very good for Koopa Troopa, who right now, do you equip the Death Bite to, maybe have the opportunity?
You just wear your Fury War Axe, because you can armor up too.
Okay, so you want to armor up, okay, not lose any potential armors. So yeah, right now Koopa Troopa is going to armor up and pass the turn to Joker, who...
armor up is the greater heal of the game, right?
Yeah, I know, it stacks. It stacks on top of the normal hero heal.
I think Blizzard has to put
an armor limit.
Yeah, an armor limit.
Okay,
because maybe it's necessary, I think.
Okay, maybe, yeah, I don't know.
Maybe 10 would be good.
It's actually, that would make the Warrior Hero Power kind of useless. Like, if you can only gain 10 health, then doesn't really matter, and your opponent can just, pass the turn.
But, yes, but it's unfair for some classes,
Paladin used to have a bad hero power, but then he got Master for Battle and Quartermaster, and suddenly it's good.
Yeah, but Warrior has a Shield Slam, right? 1 mana to destroy a death wave.
Yeah, okay, but the thing is that you have to build up to this Shield Slam, like...
Yeah, but you have card combos, right? Armor Smith, Shield Maiden, Shield Block.
Yeah, of course, but...
There are too many cards right now that gives you armor, actually.
They give you armor, yeah, but the thing is there are just 2 cards in the game that... one card in the game that actually uses armor right now, and it's, played in competitive Hearthstone. Okay, we'll see. So let's get back into this game. So
I don't really know why Koopa Troopa didn't kill the Azure Drake at the previous turn.
Okay, he chose to go face with the axe.
Do you have any theory for this?
I'm not really sure why he did that. Like, I could see him, maybe, playing the Maiden again, Shield Slamming one of the Drakes, but I cannot imagine this being great. Like, it's his 7th turn and he would much rather play and Dr. Boom on an empty board than having to deal with, double Drake. So Joker on his turn, he's gonna backstab and then...
as I said, this will Maiden.
Okay, and then use an SIA... No, he's gonna use a Fan of Knives. I think what Joker is looking for is actually his big threat, so he's gonna play an Edwin Von Cleef as a 6/6.
Yeah, playing around with the big game handler here.
And Warrior is one of the classes that it's more likely to, he's most likely to play a big game handler due to the fact that he has Cruel Taskmaster.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so...
and maybe Warrior has very much removals, but they're never enough,
Yeah,
you want to be game hunter for the targets like Ragnar or Dr. Boom, that's so mainstream in those days.
Okay, so right now he's gonna use Death Bite, he's gonna take care of the Azure Drake, and then armor up and pass the turn.
It's an okay position for the Warrior, I think. He's on 31 HP right now.
Okay, so the Tinker Oil is gonna get...
It's gonna give Joker a very big weapon right now.
Okay, so he's gonna
with a very big Van Cleef.
He's gonna poison his weapon, use the Tinker Oil, and hit for 15, which is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of damage right there.
And he's gonna Psy Agent. Just to, don't waste, just to use his full mana this time.
Yeah, maybe that's a game that actually Rock maybe can win that matchup.
I mean, right now what Koopa Troopa is gonna do is crush his Death's Bite
into the SA7 and then execute the Van Cleef.
Execute
what are you doing after this?
Armoring up.
Play the Shield Maiden.
Yeah, armor up and play Shield Maiden.
Yeah, and you stabilize your health again, right?
Yeah, so this is why this matchup is so difficult for Rock. Like, we just saw him deal 15 damage to his opponent, and this is not close to enough.
But Dr. Boom is a very good top deck here because it press for more damage there. Actually, you can play Dr. Boom and Blade Flurry too, just for the Shield Maiden, the 7 armor, right?
You can go Dr. Boom and actually crush your Blade Flare into your opponent's Shield Maiden. Not Blade Flare, your weapon into the Shield Maiden.
You can play the Blade Flare because you have 2 on hand, and you will never have the chance to have one more big weapon.
Oh, you still have Assassin's Blade and
yeah, you need, that's why I told you will need one Blade Flare from now on. You will not need
you will not need the second one.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's a valid point. So so Jockey is gonna do just that and pass the turn back to Koopa Troopa, who is gonna take a draw.
And he don't have an answer for that.
He doesn't have an answer for Dr. Boom, yeah, that's true.
Maybe Brawl, but
do you Brawl here? Yeah, I was gonna ask that. Do you Brawl here?
I think Brawl is the only option, right? What are you gonna do for this Boom?
Like, if you Brawl and one of the Boom bots leave, then you may take a lot of damage. Now, if you Brawl and Dr. Boom leaves, then you actually lost the game on the spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if the 2 Boom bots die and deal 8 damage to your face, and Dr. Boom leave.
Yeah, they don't need to delay damage. Like, okay, so...
Okay. 1 damage is...
1 damage, and he's gonna play a Sludge Belcher, doesn't want to die to another Tinker Oil.
But we see Gadzisons on Joker's hands right now, and he's gonna cycle again.
Okay, so he's gonna use an Auctioneer, he's gonna backstab Lotheb,
and
finds an Assassin's Blade, so he's gonna be able to finish off the Lotheb. He's gonna get greedy and...
4 damage in the face are very good actually right now.
4 damage to the face, he's gonna dagger up and pass the turn. Next turn he's gonna be able to use his weapon. Is he gonna...
Do you prep here?
Don't think you prep here, like... You can try to kill the Belcher, but is it worth prepping? I mean... The thing is, your opponent...
and the point is that you don't kill him, right? You leave
but the problem is your opponent needs to use his next turn either playing a taunt, gaining armor, or using Alex Stars on himself. So he
found the...
He found the Eviscerate, that's really great, so...
But I think you can't play the Eviscerate here, right?
I mean, I guess you attack and play the Blade. He hasn't attacked this turn, right?
No, he hasn't, but... You don't need you need a flurry for the Assassin's Blade, I think, right?
Okay, yeah, of course. Finds a Sabotage, which can be very crucial.
A huge answer for Alex.
Okay, do you attack and Blade Flare here?
Yes, you do.
No, he did. No, you did not. Apparently. Okay, Hellscream is actually really good. So what you can do is Hellscream
and trade the Gadgetson, right?
Yeah, kill the Gadgetson. You don't want the Gadgetson to,
But
you don't want the Gadgetson on the board.
Yeah, Gromas is actually the best counter for Rogue because you can't sap Gromas.
Yeah, you cannot actually sap Gromas.
And then sap on the top.
But we know that Joker actually has an answer to that. He can
Assassin's Blade into Sabotage.
Yeah, he can Assassin's Blade and Sabotage. So he can actually just kill the slime with the dagger that he has now, and then use Sabotage on Gromas. So a pretty good turn actually, and let's see what his choice is going to be. So he can choose the Blade Flare, but I don't think...
Why you want to Blade Flare?
I don't think you want Blade Flare. Like, I won't play the turn exactly as he did, so let's see how...
You can also Farseer your face and just...
Yeah, can you sap Gromas actually? Okay, we said before that you could...
No, you can't.
Can you actually
sap because you give him the Farseer. He can play it...
yeah, he can replay Gromas.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
There's no point on that.
Point on that. Okay, yeah, let's see if he wants to sap actually. the thing is, if you don't sub, then your opponent's going to have a chance to play another legendary. I mean, and he's not going to sub. So Koopa Troopa draws a shield block, but I think what you are more interested in is playing that Alexstrasza in your hand.
No, you can just Dr. Boom and block after you trade the Farseer.
Okay, so you need to trade the Farseer.
Yeah, of course, because
actually, yeah, you have a point, because Dr. Boom makes Sabotage worse, I guess, but you have to know that your opponent's playing Sabotage.
And 14 health equalizes the 15 health.
Yeah, it's actually the same. Yeah, okay. So Alexstrasza was gonna be gain 8 health, whereas this is gonna be gain 5 health, and your opponent doesn't have a board really. If he finds a Tinker Oil, then the damage he can do is 2 plus equals 12 damage. He cannot kill you even with a blade with an
oil.
Yeah, that is if you decide to get rid of the Farseer, which I believe is in Koopa Troopa's best interest. So right now,
and I think Koopa Troopa Joker will be very happy that he didn't spend a Blade Flurry last turn, right?
Okay, so he's gonna use Dr. Boom and trade with a Farseer, pass the turn back to Joker, who's gonna find a Violet Teacher.
And now he can clear the board, but that Alexstrasza will refresh Warrior's health back to normal.
Yeah, and the bad thing is that, as you said before,
why to sub Boom there? I don't really like that.
He's gonna go face and Blade Flurry.
He will not flurry, I think.
Yes, he's gonna flurry. There's no reason not to flurry, right? If I'm not mistaken, there's no reason.
If you want to flurry, you can just Blade Flurry and sabotage the Boom. Why to sub him?
Why sub the Boom? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm not really sure right now. I mean, I think it's really late in this tournament, so maybe some
the players are
a bit tired. Yeah, and being tired is actually a factor that not many people give credit to, but it is actually something that goes on in LAN tournaments. So Blade Flare is going to be played by Joker. He's going to take out all of his own board, and the bombs are going to deal something that's average.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's average. So
what do you want to sabotage? And you don't sabotage Boom.
I guess a weapon. You want to combo the sabotage. So Koopa Troopa is going to use Alexstrasza and himself, set his health back to 15, pass the turn back to
and I think Joker will have a very good turn here with sabotage Alexstrasza and putting
another
body on the board. Yeah.
Okay, so he's going to use sabotage to get another token, and that's going to make it really hard for Ragnar's to actually hit. So SI Agent is going to hit his opponent's face, and he's going to pass the turn back. And
you don't actually have a very good turn as a warrior right now, right?
Yeah, I know. And he doesn't. That execute was nice.
It's great because you can stabilize the board great right now, actually.
Okay, so right now he's gonna execute his opponent's Violet Teacher.
Fire overacts the SI7, and you can play an Armorsmith with an Acolyte on board.
What do you think? I mean, if your opponent draws a Tinker Oil, are you dead if your opponent draws a Tinker Oil? So let's see. Tinker Oil is...
Yeah, you have to play the Armorsmith, the Acolyte, and Armor up that round. Because if your opponent top deck an oil, he can't combo, so he can give the buff.
Okay, so it's like he has 3 damage on board already, plus 3 from the oil, total of 6 points of damage. So you actually need to armor up if you want to be safe from the oil. And
yeah, look now. If you go face with the tokens and Fan of Knives into oil, he just win.
Yeah, okay, so he's gonna Fan of Knives. Let's see if he finds an oil. He doesn't find an oil. He finds a Blood Mage Thanos, and that is not gonna be enough, unfortunately.
And maybe that was the last chance for Rock to win.
Actually, I mean, he gets another chance, right?
He has 1 card in deck,
which is gonna be an oil, and his opponent.
Yeah, if it's an oil, I think it will be crazy, right?
I guess it's an oil. I'm not really sure if it's an oil or not. So he's gonna play Thanos and most likely pass the turn. I'm not really sure. And okay, yeah, he's gonna give up this game. He cannot win. Okay.
Yeah, I think he know his deck.
Oh yeah, he knew what he had left in his deck. Okay.
I will ask him after. So we saw 3-0.
3-0. Okay. And I'd like to mention that all of Joker's plays actually made sense. They were a bit greedy, but it was in it was justifiable. Like, okay, you don't want to spend a swipe clearing a fire elemental when you can just play Loatheb and force your opponent to trade. You do not want to spend a sabotage on a single target when you're playing against War. He just wanted to get a little bit more value
from his cards.
Okay, so he's gonna go ahead and Koopa Troopa is gonna advance to the finals.
To the finals, yeah. He's one of the finals players.
Yeah,
right?
he's one of the 2 players that are gonna compete. First, because this is a Hearthstone Cup, first place gets 10 Blizzard.
Blizzcon points.
It's not Blizzcon points, like Hearthstone World Championship points. Let's call it that. Okay, yeah. And this is actually the equivalent of finishing in the top 50 Legend players in a season. So huge point boost.
Yeah, it's a huge point boost because you need 1 month to get to.
And you actually and all those Hearthstone Cups are actually a shortcut of sorts. So yeah, right now, guys, we have one of the 2 finalists for the 12th Athens LAN Brawlers in tournament. I'm Nikol Pasakos. He's one of the casters that actually has helped a great deal today. So right now what we're gonna do is thank our sponsors once again, Battle Pevhagia, Wisnet Station, Good Gaming Universe, YugiOCardMarket.eu and HitFantasy.gr. Please check out all these guys, they have wonderful products. So right now we're gonna take a small break and get ready for, I believe, the loser semifinal, right? If I'm not mistaken. Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna check and find you guys another great Hearthstone matchup. So stay tuned, we will be back in a while with more Hearthstone. See you guys.